guys, same feeling. My next update in my drop 10 before summer project pan. I will have the creators of this project linked down below. And basically this is my spring project pan. And I was able to finish off a few more products in this past month, which is fantastic. So let's just start there. The first thing I finished is a Supergoop Glow Screen. This was only a 0.34 fluid ounce or 10 mil size. And I was there at the last update. Now it is all gone. I actually really love this. I would definitely buy this in the full size in the future. It wears very well. It goes nicely under makeup. It doesn't make any of my primers pill up. It doesn't make me too greasy. It has a beautiful glow. This makes me want to wear sunscreen. I like it so much, way more than I expected to. So I've got some other sunscreens that I want to use up, but I would actually repurchase this. I think it's very good. Then I did use up, like we all knew, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer Mini. I used up another one of these earlier in the project, or I guess in the first month then, and that's where I was. So I had less than half left. You guys know from my reviews previously, I really love this. It is very hydrating. It's a really interesting texture. It has like a little bit of tack to it to help your makeup stick, but not too much. It's very blendable. It does make me a little bit greasy, so I really can only use it in winter and spring. I have the Tarte Base Tape Primer that is a super similar product, and that's a full size. I would definitely want to work through that first, but this is something I would highly recommend to anybody with dry skin, and it is something that I would consider purchasing in a mini size for the winter. My next empty, I don't even want to count. Honestly, when I do my end of the year empties, I am only going to give myself the value of 50% of this because I wasted so much of this. This is the Dose of Colors Lip Liner in Delight. And honestly, I got to use it like two more times before it completely broke off. And I even tried to pick it up with my finger and rub it on my lips. And just because of the texture, it was not working, y'all. I tried my best. So I do not recommend this lip liner formula. It breaks way too easily. This is not something that you can use to fill in your lips because it is sticky. Where like MAC lip liners are dry, so it might feel tight and dry. This is sticky and really resists going on your lips. So while this was a beautiful color that I would love to have in the ColourPop formula, it's a no for me, dog. You guys know I always talk about like I don't want to cheat, and this is something where I just can't at the end of the year give myself the value for the full product. I will only do half, but it'll be nice to have one less lip liner in my collection, but that's kind of a bummer. I just did not get that many uses out of it. But something that I can feel proud of would be this empty Pixi Lip Lift Max in Sweet Nectar. And I did take the stopper out of this one, and there's a tiny bit at the bottom, but I just can't get to it. But you can see they're all cleaned out. I really love the applicator first off, some of those flat paddles, which I think just holds extra product and it just feels cushiony on the lips. I love this formula. It has a nice minty scent and it's very smooth on the lips, not sticky. The other shade I used up earlier this year was much more pigmented, but really these have like a light medium opacity to them. I would consider purchasing one of these again in the future, but if I had to pick between these and Tower 28, I would pick Tower 28, and they're a similar price point, but this is a very good gloss, and I just naturally use this. I put it on before meetings, whenever we were like out and about. This was an easy lip color for me to put on to perk up my face, but I could use this when I had no other makeup on and it didn't look weird. So I absolutely love this. I'm so proud of myself for using it up and that I didn't end up decluttering it. So that's amazing. I feel great about that. And then I just used up 3 more perfume samples. So the first 2 being Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink. I used up 2 more of these last month. This is incredible. I really love it, and I actually do think at like the fall VIB sale, I will buy this. Probably a travel size of this because I think the full size is $100 and I can't do that. Like I know 20% off $100 is great and all, but I don't think I can. I think the travel size will be just enough for me, but I really love this and I would love to add this to my perfume collection because while I like the ones that I have, I'm getting a little bit sick of some of them. Now, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is something that I love for spring, summer, and I will continue using that one, but it will be nice to rotate this as well. This is something I think would be great for spring and summer, but so glad I got these in a Sephora order. I usually do pick a perfume sample just to give it a try, but you guys may know I'm very picky and I usually don't like them, but this was very good. I also used up the Erin Mediterranean Honeysuckle, and I did like this one. I would probably use up another sample if I got it, but this is not something that I would buy. Even in a little mini, it's just not quite there for me, but this is nice and I can see why a lot of other people would like it. So happy to have 3 perfume samples done, and those are all of my empties. So before we get into the progress, I did want to mention that it's actually been like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks max since I filmed my last update, so I don't have as much progress as I would normally, but I'm trying to get caught up on videos, so this one's coming at you a little early. The first progress item is my 1 ounce size of MAC Fix Plus. We were there last month when I rolled it in, and I am down to here. This is something that I just want to start working on, and this will roll over into my summer project, which I don't mind at all. I just want to finish this before the end of the year. This is in my year-long project pan as well. Then for my regular face primer, I'm so excited about this progress because I will definitely have this finished by the finale. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer, and it pumps up from the bottom. So I was here last month, now I'm here. So like I said, I only use this, and I was using the Smashbox. So this is like 2 weeks worth of progress, maybe a little bit less than that. And it's really good. I use 2 pumps whenever I apply it, so that is a decent amount of this little mini, but I am really liking this so far, and I do feel like this will be done by the finale, which is awesome. Then we have my Nudestix Nudefix Cream Concealer in Nude 2, and I was testing and reviewing some other concealers over the past couple months, so I had just been wearing this to work, and I'm a little nervous about using it up, so I do think, even though there is another concealer I'm trying, I will definitely wear this every day to work, but I will wear this during some videos as well. I did miss work a few days, and we have a holiday today. 2 weeks is gonna be another holiday on a Monday, and my days in the office are Mondays and Wednesdays. So we'll see, but I do want to make sure I finish this. So if it really gets down to it, I'll use it up as a foundation, but if I did that, I'd probably only do a couple applications. I wanna use it up as concealer though, the lovely flat doe foot that I like. And last month I realized I could kind of squeeze it like this so that the air comes out, and last time I was at the bottom of the N, now I'm at the top of the N, so that's pretty good because I really didn't use this a whole ton, but I am enjoying this. So I will make sure to finish this up by the finale. And then I'm a little nervous about this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder in Tin Porcelain, and it will look very different from last month because I did repress it. Now it is pretty thin, but I don't know if it was the amount of alcohol I used to repress it, but it is not as powdery as it was before. So I don't know. This might really be hanging on. I think if I get, I don't know if I want to maybe use this with like a fluffy brush to set my makeup on filming days or what, or if I get to the end and I'm going to crush it up and use it loose. One or the other. I will use it up, and I won't feel like that's too wasteful because it will still be used in a powder capacity. But I really love this, so I'm a little nervous about that one. And then I have my Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice Setting Spray. This is a full size. It is 4 ounces, and I rolled it in last month and I tried to weigh it, but it was too heavy for the scale. I tried to weigh it again today, still too heavy for the scale, but I have been using this every time I put makeup on. I do really enjoy this. This is also in my year-long project pan, and I wanted to just start making progress. I think this will take me through summer and maybe into fall. I do not go too crazy with setting spray. I don't need my face to be dripping. I just use a decent amount. For my next product, I am now feeling more confident about finishing it. It looks very different from last time. This is my Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde. I was wanting to use up the darker color, but I did also take a picture right after repressing it, so I'll show you that as well. And to make it easier to use, repressed it into a face pan. This actually was MAC Emphasize Powder. I'm so glad that I've held on to this for years, like too long, but this is the only one that I have, and this is how little is left. So this will be done in a couple of uses. I'm using this as a hairline powder, and because I have used up one and rearranged my primer setting shades, I now had this compact free because I do have a small Z palette, and I was like, I am not putting this in that. Like, that's big honky, gonna take up too much space, but works perfectly in this Makeup Geek compact. So I'm very happy to have discovered this as well. And I'm a pack rat and I save a lot of things, a lot of packaging, but there have been things like this little sponge cup, which is perfect for perfume samples, that like have just become perfect along the way. So this is encouraging me to hang on to more things. But anyway, progress wise, this will be done, which is lovely. Then we've got my lip products that I have left. So this is my lip balm, lip care type product, and this is the Clairins Lip Comfort Oil in Candy, which is this bright hot pink that does stain your lips, so the more you apply it, the brighter it gets, which is a little scary for me. So I was there last month. Now I'm down here. I'm really not sure if I'm going to finish this up. I will try my best. And really, I have been applying this like in the morning. That way when I get to my meeting, it has like calmed down a little bit. But this is not something that I would reapply during the day for work meetings, and I'm not wearing any other makeup. But then the other product I have is the Buxom Foam Plumping Lip Cream in Pink Champagne. We were here at the last update, now down to here, so not near as much progress, but I was really focusing on the Pixi because I was so close to finishing that. So I do think that I will pick up the pace on this, because when I'm going to the office, as I told you guys, am allowing myself to use this once on the way there and once on the way back, and I have been, and I will be, now that the Pixi is done, very consistent and do this every single time. But I also am trying to use these together. So there have been some days where I'm going into work where I'm applying this, and then when I have my meetings, I'm putting this on top, because this is way too milky. I cannot use this on its own with no makeup because it looks awful on me. But this pairing is pretty good because this is very bright, this is very pale, so they do work pretty well together. So I do think I will finish the Buxom. I'm not sure about this. If I have to roll this into my next project, I'll be okay with that. And I need to be okay with that because look how much is left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll this over, which is a bummer. I don't want to do that with products, but I didn't think it was gonna stain because the red berry one I used up in my winter project didn't stain, but that's okay. I've made some progress. I have a plan. I really care most about finishing the Buxom because I do have more glosses I want to get through. And then lastly, for the use up products would be my perfume samples, and I have just a few more uses left of the Clean Lush Fleur. So you can see them down to here. And then I'll move on to Valentino Donna. I've only used this once, but it did not come full, so it is all the way down here. And then I do have a little sample of the Billie Eilish perfume, and I'm kind of confused about what season I would like that in, but if I finish these early on enough, I might try to use up that one as well, but we'll see. If I can finish the two of those, I will be pretty happy with that. So then we have my usage categories, cream, blush, and eyeliners. So starting with cream blush, the first one is Tower 28, a magic hour. My goal is to use this 5 times total. Last month I used it twice. This month I only used it 1 more time. So I have used this 3 out of 5 times. I still feel confident about reaching this goal because I will wear this on days I'm going to work. Then I have my Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Pink Sky. Last month I used this twice. This month I have used it another 2 times. So I have used this 4 out of my 5 times. And then we have the M Cosmetics So Soft Blush in Lychee. Last month I used it once. This month I've used it 3 times. So I am at 4 out of my 5 uses. So I am feeling really good about this, and I was nervous about this one, but I used it yesterday, today, and now I'm feeling very confident that I will hit my use goal on all of those products. And then for my liners, I had 4. I wanted to use each of these 5 times. The first one is just the most gorgeous color ever. This is Rosette, and I had used this 4 out of 5 times last month. I did use it an additional time, so I have hit my 5 use goal. Then I had ColourPop Zulu. I had worn this once last month. I've used it 2 more times this month, so I am at 3 out of 5 uses. Then for ColourPop Prance, I did not use it at all last month. I used it twice this month, so I'm at 2 out of 5 uses. And then last month I rolled in the Patrick Ta gel liner in Copper Gold, and I have used this one just this month, and I used it 4 out of 5 times. So I've already met 1 goal. This one I will definitely make, and these 2 I think I can do it. I am using the Shroud Cosmetics and Butte Bean It's Freaking Bats palette, which has more blue-green color, so I think that these will go nicely with that, and I think I can make it happen. I think I can. So 2 more uses on Zulu, 3 more on Prance. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best, but I think that I can make it happen. So guys, I'm pretty happy with this update. Like I said, the only thing I'm really worried about would be my L'Oreal powder foundation and my Clairins lip oil, but I have already used up a lot of things and I'm pretty proud of my progress so far. So I would love to hear your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. I would love to know if you guys are doing this project, and I would just love to hear what other projects you're doing. I am also currently doing my year-long project pan and my rolling sample project pan if you're interested in seeing more project pans from me. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.